Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with the host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland, off you to a 1v1 own Twin Beaches. In the south it is Oziligath, the one and only, fighting here for freedom and democracy, liberty. Here with the US 1st Armoured Division straight into special operations here with Spec Ops. In the north it is Xandr, fighting for the Deutsches Afrika Korps, the German army, setting forwards here with the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division, with armoured support, Italian combined arms, and Italian infantry. So we off to the race here with the double Panzer Pioneer backstop versus double Scouts. We will start here out of Oziligath. Both players looking to gain some ground, see some terrain here. Double Panzer Pioneers becoming more popular. In fact, just heavy Panzer Pioneer builds are increasingly just, I feel like, becoming the norm with the DAK, as people are just once more abandoning the Panzer Grenadiers. Flanked with the 250 after here, we got the Weasel roaming about, getting some points seized there in the name of liberty.
We have vehicles ready to be dispatched to the front.
Southside Scouts moving forwards. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous, wonderful support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. So back southwards, Panzer Pioneer more centre north, with a half-track going to support here. Weasel there busy grabbing points. This of course also means the Oziligath has effectively 3 units can fairly rapidly get points in them with the double Scouts and the Weasel. And we also got Basil the Kitty Cat. Of course has decided this is his time to be fed. Night. Light support company here. 1 Panzer Pioneer squad to the half-track. Kinda guess that's going to get a flamethrower upgraded if it gets that far. First shots finally looks up north here. Here we go, Rouse goes to the half-track. German force at the half-track calls up relatively safe here as long as the half-track remains in one piece. Got some damage in there. Panzer Pioneer's only got the Northern Munition Scouts, basically their Weasel hanging by nearby, and we got the 30 cal upgrade on that one. Increasing the amount of firepower we're able to hit for course Oziligath there in the early game. More often on the way there, half-track being shot to bits here slowly. Weasel dashing in. Xandr will need to quickly build in distance or lose his half-track here. And of course the Panzer Pioneers on side, even risk losing that squad if he gets really unlucky. There you go, back around though, flanking the Weasel. Suddenly, Oziligath there's self-propelled bathtub becomes deeply exposed here. But he does manage to salvage it and get it out of there. Meanwhile, in the south, Oziligath strikes for the southern fuel point, take advantage of Xandr's busyness elsewhere. He's getting fixed up there. Back at base for Xandr, not much else happening for now. Might planning some assault grenadiers, fire support elements, we'll have to see. Scout taking some man losses, but does hit the fuel point there, giving Oziligath a strong fuel lead over Xandr. And he's actually going for armoured support, opening up for the 250-9. Bold aggressive choice there out of Xandr. We'll have to see how that works out. Meanwhile, grenades and other fun stuff on the way there for Oziligath with the support centre. Weasel back in action, but may soon get de-Weasel there once the 250-9 is ready. Or maybe the Weasel goes down, yes. Before they even have, no, it doesn't, but there we go. Xandr scores a glorious hit there, leaving Oziligath's Weasel on fire. Grenades up, but the 250 with upgrade, of course, can take more hits, and there you go. Grenade dodged. Dodge and dodge. Oziligath just threw not too well there. Panzer is out for Xandr now as well. Reichman flanking in here, clearly looking to get that 250-9 out of commission, and he might just be able to do it here unless Xandr gets very lucky, or Oziligath just loses his nerve in the face of the mighty 250-9 armoured car, which is basically would replace the 2-2 armoured car, as, well, basically half-track vehicles performed a lot better than four-wheel vehicles in the reconnaissance role, since they could actually go off-road, which the 2-2 in the actual war struggled with. So that would actually replace it. And in fact, they'd end up stopping producing the 250 half-track all entirely to focus on the 250-9, using instead just 251 half-tracks, also for the reconnaissance units. So, Little fun fact there. South side there, Captain going on a bit of a stroll of his own. Is quickly encountered with heavy fire. Mechanized company there for Xandr. We got armor support. And we got the motor pool for Oziligath.
Right up the battlefield at your command.
Yeah, Mechanized has definitely seen a bit of a surge in popularity. The company of this. Assault Grenadiers on the way there. With the motor pool. Yeah, getting an armor Greyhound there out of Oziligath. Thumbs up to that. And the 250-9 here patrolling aggressively. Catching a few scouts out in the open. MG-34 there for Xandr instead of the Storm Grenadier squad.
The enemy is stealing our munitions.
Perhaps he wants to call them in instead. I mean, that is a legitimate option. But also give him another armored car to upgrade. Almost had the scout team there. With the 250-9. Victory points wise, we'd also know Oziligath is a bit lead here, but casualty wise, he's definitely significantly behind Xandr and the Germans. So, back roaming about.
M8 Greyhound is deploying.
Greyhound out here for Oziligath, of course, giving him a nice motorized boost there, adding the armored side skirts there, and of course, like Lord's going to hit the 50 cal.
We've lost the sector.
Armoured for Xandr, the 232 heavy armored car.
Commander, it's done.
Rifleman withdrawing. Grand moving in, being caught here by the 250-9. Heavy exchange of fire there. Panzer sneaking in as well here. Dropping the surprise here. Oziligath's armored car is quickly caught in a German trap of not particularly devious design, but one that works nonetheless. Forcing here Xandr, Oziligath to quickly withdraw his armored car east-south. American forces exploiting Xandr's heavy northern focus to push into the south, though we do have an MD-34 team brought up. And there's, of course, also the Armoured out here to further cause havoc. The 232 Armoured would later be replaced by the 234 Armoured car, which, of course, is more commonly known as the Armoured car version. That also featured the Puma. Ironically, for how much the Puma is featured in video games, it was actually the least produced version of the 234 armored car, with later versions with either Pak 40 or the Sturmluftgun basically being much more built in larger numbers and used. So, fun facts there. Panzer's armored car strong south is almost got here. The captain of Oziligath completely taken out. Greyhound rushing in. Decent shot there, but the sponginess of the Arcta definitely is going to take a lot more than that to take it down.
One of our sectors is now
And we got more Panzer spawning. He's actually gone for 2 Panzer squads, which is an interesting choice there out of Xandr.
Sector gone. We must take it
Will he
back.
upgrade this one to an armored car or more to half-check, or will he keep it as is?
Enemy movement near victory point.
We'll have to see.
Territory lost.
Up north, the Xandr's been great progress, as Oziligath has been drawn into the beaches here in the south. Going straight here for the Greyhound. Good shots in the Arc Guard. Xandr, they're definitely committing and loses the 250 half-track, almost the Panzerjägers as well here. In fact, he is about to lose them as he forgot about them. But something else happened. Ooh, adding a bit further probably here. They dropped one of their Panzerbuchse there. And Xandr, in response to this absolute offense, commits to another Archrad. Now he cancels it, and then goes for it again.
SSF commandos are available to deploy, Commander.
Oziligath, though, looks like he's going to bring in some SSF commandos. Both players going for somewhat not usual builds there. Ground charging in there, and Xandr seeing his back. They got him. Flamethrower will have to, I think, consider withdrawal from the northern part there. Flamethrower Panzer Pioneer's been used to cover the withdrawal a bit here. Oh, and another wipe there. Just like reacted to the grenade. Oziligath's able to follow up there with a quick shot from the Greyhound and wipe out the units. That's definitely painful there for Xandr. That's not just the bike loss, but that's one of his Panzer Pioneer squads lost. That is a rather hefty blow there. That definitely shouldn't have happened. Meanwhile, Oziligath following up here for some SSF commandos, the Special Service Force made up of Americans and Canadian troops trained by British commandos. Fun fact there. It would also later go on to train the Rangers, actually. Grab the point here. And we got the Octot out there. Need to fix up the 250-9.
That's our number, boys.
Orders are incoming, man.
Routes are making their move.
Commander sneaking in.
We have infantry standing by, Commander.
Xandr, though, I think needs to look into bringing in some more troops. It's starting to run a bit short on everything there. Meanwhile, Oziligath has just generally more units on the field. He can just grab points here and there. So, I do think something might need to happen here soon. Armored Car Patrol move routes called Captain and Scouts moving in the center. We got a lot of armored cars out of Xandr. And there we go, descending with full wrath here. Panzer setting a mine here. Good mine, of course, there by Oziligath. Thumbs up. Meanwhile, the armored cars go after the isolated infantry. Defenseless. They are being hunted down here by the ruthless predators that are the German armored cars there. Autocannons sparking out hot lead. And they're turning to try and save its wards there. But it's up against 3 armored cars. That's a lot of autocannon fire. Even the SSF commanders being withdrawn here due to the sheer violence that Xandr is unleashing upon Oziligath's base here.
Our territory is cut off from supply.
Narrowly saving Oziligath, I think, from heavier losses.
Our barracks are under attack.
Xandr going for a 3rd Arcdrad. Feels like he's gone a bit mad with power here. Might be committing a bit of a strategic error. And he's got the military repair kits, but he's really going to need to, like, that ability to also grab points with them to, like, even remotely make this work, I think, long term. That said, he's also very much encouraging Oziligath to go for a lot of, like, heavier counters, like Chaffies. In fact, if we had to go for, like, a bunch of Chaffies right now, I think Xandr would struggle a fair bit. Assault here. Captain spearheaded by the effort supported by the SSF commandos. Xandr quick to abandon the fuel point there. In the face of the ferocious SSF commandos. And there you go. Another Arctide charging in.
We've lost the territory.
Is he planning to go for another SSF commander squad? No, it is the tank depot. And certainly going just for tanks here, tank destroyers, would be a significant challenge here for Xandr. So those heavy armored cars are definitely not made for taking on tanks. We can see Xandr's map control is definitely starting to struggle a bit more.
Retake the field. Assault operations underway.
Oh boy, demolitions package. That's extra bad news for Xandr's armored cars. But for now, Xandr, though, is clearly not aware, doesn't care. He's charging in, he's taking names for Das Vaterland. Commanders there being ripped apart as heavy autocannon fire there completely clips them apart to pieces here. A brutal armored car push here. Greyhound stuck on a mine as well. There's previously engine damage. Xandr definitely getting some vengeance in for the previous casualties. Greyhound is about to become a no-hound. And there we go. Commandos and the Greyhound lost. Some of Oziligath's most expensive units have just completely been disassembled by this wolf pack of armored cars that Xandr's managed to put together. And he's going for another one. Meanwhile, Oziligath's got the show on the way here. This definitely reeks of Xandr going mad with power. He simply put, cannot imagine that Oziligath might be able to go for a tank here. What do you mean the Americans might use tanks against all of my precious armored cars? That idea is preposterous. Madness. And I will hear nothing more of his goodbye. So there you go. Sherman almost ready here for Oziligath. It's of course worth noting right now that all Xandr really has to stop the Sherman is a pair of anti-tank rifles. That will struggle a bit. We also got anti-tanks for Oziligath now. Thumbs up to that as well. Scout team there, bazooka. And there goes Sherman Strike. Going for the 250-9, the easier target. Thumbs up. Smart move there, prioritizing the target. He figures he can more likely bring down fast, that way diminishing Xandr's forces faster, rather than aiming for one of the more lovely looking targets that would do more damage in a sense, but at the same time would also take a lot more damage to go down. That said, the speed does allow them to quickly get out of the range of the Sherman here. Armoured car striking here. Anti-tank guns down the way. We got Armada here for Xandr. A decent response here to the rout of the Sherman.
The ability is ready for use.
Oh dear, Xandr forgetting about his Panzer Pioneers, and they're wiped. That's another infantry. I feel like they could have been avoided from getting wiped there. Plus, that also loses ability to lay down mines. Which, considering he has no real snares, I think is a particular problem. Also, all the stuff he's got, they really would benefit from some Panzer Pioneers, to be honest.
Contact! Capture point is being overrun!
There we go. Marder 3 on the way. Earlier model. Mounting a PaK-36R, which is the German designation for converted anti-tank guns out of the Russians. Mounted on the Czechoslovakian Panzer 38T chassis. There you go, charging anti now backing up as well. Proves a further problem here for Xandr's armor. Well, his armored cars. And the Marder that goes in way too close there. And apparently ignores the scouts with their Panzerbooks. And there we go. Stinging blow here to Xandr. He's going for another Marder, but that's definitely not a good loss against opponents like just going to keep churning out tanks against you. In the south, though, armored car going in deep here, supported by the Panzerjägers, forcing Oziligath, of course, to divert precious forces from the main thrust here to deal with this German flank maneuver. Another channel lane for Oziligath. Thumbs up to that.
We've been given a purpose, boys. Run the M1. Start digging. Ground fire!
So we can find the Arc Guard.
Sir! Yes, sir!
Arc Guard up north withdrawing a bit. Armored car column getting ready to push through the center. And striking the south as well here. Taking out Oziligath captain.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
There you go, can actually capture points now for the armored cars. I still think Xandr's gone way too heavy in the armored cars here. But for now, he is making it work, but there's definitely that part of me that suspects at some point he's not going to be able to keep making it work. Especially not as Oziligath keeps bringing more Sherman tanks here. Does bring in a PaK-38, but crucially he's still shot in infantry. Which personally I'm not a huge fan of. MD there in the lighthouse. Sherman playing it carefully there. Ace 250-9 pushing ahead here. Does get fair spongy there actually with all these upgrades. Like it's almost got the same amount of health as a Sherman tank, I believe, actually 3 with all the other bonuses. Maybe a little less than that. Yeah, probably more like a Stug. Yeah, but still, I don't think they ought to be that spongy. And of course, the Arc Guard similarly, like, you know, become fairly spongy as well with all this stuff.
Area secured. In contact.
Northeast Sherman going for the Arc Guard, catching and isolated. Missed. The Arc Guard being hit, actually suffered an damaged engine there. This could be the moment here Oziligath is looking for to take out a German armored car here. Can he get his hands on it? No, the PaK-30 arrives just in time. Adolf's been rushing. And we got a 250-9 flanking. We got the bazooka scout here on the move. Anti-tank grenades off. Bit messy. We got another Sherman rushing in here. Anti-tank on the crude. And a Xandr here might have committed. He's going to lose that 250-9. Finally, gets rid of it and might even see the Arctic go down. Marder rushing in. Panzer Books the scouts in trouble as well. The smoke on the pack for the 2 thumbs up to Oziligath here. And using smoke to cover the draw of the scouts. 2 thumbs up again. Beautiful use of smoke here by Oziligath. 3rd Sherman. Xandr's strategy, I would say, is definitely starting to encounter some larger and larger roadblocks here that are conveniently shaped like Sherman tanks.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Give us something to do.
Except the Shermans, more engineers than for Oziligath. Very sensible move there. I mean, he's got soon 3 Shermans. Having 2 engineers squads to keep the ball repaired at a decent pace, I think, is very important. 329 versus 375. Another martyr there for Xandr. He could continue taking up. Moving for Panzers and Whizbangs still selected for Oziligath. I don't think the Whizbang's going to be helpful here. I mean, he is correct, he can still do a lot of damage to the vehicles, but that would require Xandr keeps falling asleep for that to be really effective, which seems unlikely. Going in aggressively though, overcommitting the armored cars. Calling in a light to take out one of the Shermans seems a bit expensive here. But it does work, and he seemingly doesn't lose the Arctart, at least for now. Martyr charging in though, definitely risky here. Arctart knocked out. Sherman flinging, going for the exposed Martyr flank here. Panzer, Bixer scouts bring up. Pack 48, though, proving to be a crucial set piece up in the north. Knocking out Oziligath's 2nd Sherman. So close yet so far. 3rd Sherman in, the remaining Sherman. The last Sherman. Almost out the Arctart there. Meanwhile, Xandr commits to another one. Got a pack 48, they're cleared up with the Mark II frag grenade here. And we could see another Arctart here go down. Martyrs are going for the Sherman. Mine exploding and setting off the engine of the Sherman at the same time. Utter anarchy now reigns. Pack 48 recruit, decrewed. Pack 48 recruit, but costing him his remaining squad of Panzerjägers. What the devil's going with this match? Arctart down. Quick recruiting the other one. Just utter chaos here along the streets. Burning tanks and armored car wrecks, just littering things.
A munitions point is being attacked.
And Xandr going for another heavy armored car here. But he's getting cocky, he's getting overconfident, and it is starting to show here. Rushing in an armored car with no real plan there. Might be able to get the anti-tank gun, but at what cost? We got Oziligath going for a Hellcat tank destroyer. Recruiting the anti-tank gun. We could see here Xandr lose one of his martyrs. No smoke deployed just in time, but the Arctart here, though, will not be as fortunate as Oziligath lets the Hellcats loose and consume the Arctart with the fires of hell. And Xandr just churns out another Arctart. Feels like Xandr just doesn't know what else to do except than just churn out Arctarts at this point. Another Arctart down. Again, they're really starting to, like, say, see the end there, the lifespan on the battlefield, yet Xandr just keeps churning them out like he just feels like he is not entirely sure where to go with the match from this point. Like he's, just kept building lies upon lies, and now it's like just out in this utterly wild scenario, he can't even, say the truth, and he just keeps lying, even as just the situation gets significantly worse for him. It's sort of the best way I can describe the situation he's found himself in strategically. Like, it worked to an extent, but at some point he has to change tactics and strategy, and he just isn't. I mean, he almost made it work too, but just Oziligath proved to be a stubborn and fierce opponent, saw his way through it. Thumbs up to Oziligath. And of course, Xandr can still change, you know, tracks. He can still like turn this around, I think, and, you know, more decisively knock out Oziligath. But it does require he stops churning out all those, you know, arc guards, all those heavy armored cars. Oziligath more into tank guns. Cancels it for another Hellcat. Yeehaw. $251 to $350. Certainly also interesting how things are skewed. I mean, Xandr's easily got more infantry casualties inflicted, though again that's mostly because they didn't have a lot of infantry, but casualty wise in terms of vehicles, it's Oziligath that's leading there.
Defend our victory point.
Another mine goes off there. In the south, the Arctot about to be engaged for the Hellcat. First shot, though, ends up being a warning shot.
Hellcat has been completed.
Hellcat completed. So that's 2 Hellcats now ready for Oziligath. Freedom, democracy, and liberty. Engineers there, 4.
Crowds are pushing us back. We're down to 250.
Oziligath again to help repair his stuff. Makes sense. Also to lay down mines.
Near our munitions point.
Mine dueling here. We got the pack for spawn the southern Arcguard. The Martyrs then spawn the northern ones. And there you go. Still lost the Arcguard here. Xandr clearly having bitten off more than he can chew here in terms of management. Trying to do too many things at times can be a bit of a thing you have to be careful about. And this is clearly what happened there for Xandr. So great, of course, they've forgotten. Not even see the other Arctic go down here. Which point's going to be down to just 1. Smoke grenade there, thumbs up. 235 is 1541.
Enemy movement near our victory point.
Now we got the Martyrs. They're getting sniped by Oziligath's heroic M1 anti-tank gun crew. Even flanking in there.
Point is under enemy control now.
But Xandr's not without his tricks, moving the machine gun directly towards the southern victory point here, southwestern one, but getting flanked in return really undercuts that. Martyr down. Xandr's forces are rapidly depleting now. Losses are piling up at a immense pace here. Got a lot of call in here. Almost had either Hellcat, but didn't get it. And he lost his MV4. And he lost his remaining Martyr as well to the Bazooka Scouts. They are really doing some fantastic work there for Oziligath. Meanwhile, Xandr's down to just next to nothing now. It does feel like their Xandr just didn't know how to like get off the route he basically took strategically. They got a command tank out, Panzer's on the move as well there. Seems like Xandr is firing off at least some partially new ideas here. And certainly he could have gone for a command tank much sooner considering all of the light vehicles had. They certainly would have performed better with a command tank supporting them, so arguably, bit of a miss he didn't go for this much sooner. Bit of a miss.
Our objective's German tank finished and ready.
Another Pack 38 out here for Xandr. Certainly reorganizing, and there goes Sherman moves forwards. 235 to 28.
Assault operations underway.
Scouts, Rifleman, Sherman all on the move here. Xandr moving his more mobile forces in from the northwest. Tanks being sent in as well. Keeping the 250 half-track around there for now.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
Bit of light skirmishing there. Anti-tank and Hellcat has been brought up. Obviously, the way that Xandr's moving makes it much easier, of course, for Oziligath to predict what's going on and then bring in, like, you know, his tank destroyers and anti-tank gun to deal with this. This is fairly along the lines of how American doctrine worked, in particular their tank destroyers, just like, you know, predict where the enemy's going, and figure out where the enemy's going, set up the their tank destroyers along the lines where they're moving, and then blow up the tanks from a safe distance. Of course, here Xandr does take a slightly different path than what Oziligath was expecting, but still moving ahead here. Now trying to flank here, there we go. Command tank being hit here. Hellcat's moving in there. Catching a 250 half-tech pack for him to deal with, there we go. M1 anti-tank and scores a hit there. Xandr once more seeing heavy losses here. It's definitely struggling there with Oziligath, and Oziligath meanwhile has just also grabbed this entire map there entirely. As Xandr's basically up north. There you go. Hellcat's flanking in. Germans driving in for support as well here by the engineers. Making great use of the Hellcats as sort of as a bait to allow the Germans just to close in there. Command tank moving in. Destroy the packs. Hellcat down. Oziligath is going absolutely just to town on Xandr here, destroying his forces in incredible detail. At this point, it does look like GG unless Xandr's got some kind of magic trick up his sleeve.
A munitions point is being attacked.
Oziligath's internet provider decides to go and strike.
Enemy down to 250 points. Repeat, 250.
So with that, it does look as very much over here for Xandr. Octar down. And command tank down. Turrets in flying. And there you go, GG, game over. Certainly a bit of a non-meta fight. In some regards, certainly felt like very much early game with all those Armoured staying all their upgrades. But that said, he wasn't able quite to get it going as fast as he wanted to. And also, once it got countered, it lost a lot of its strength there. And the problem was, at that stage, Xandr should have adapted. He should have like tried to change direction with the strategy. And he did, and that just basically turned the match. It's like, you know, basically Xandr hoping to get lucky that Oziligath would make a great mistake and he could just win in spite of that. And of course, that did not happen, resulting ultimately in Xandr's loss. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Certainly something a bit different. So hope you enjoyed, had some fun with it. This is Imperial Ancient. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another Sun episode. Bye, everyone.